Hello, students. Right, so I think I hear the request from Shavish regarding one questions that he has actually encountered. Right, so just to maybe shed some light regarding how you can actually attempt to solve these questions. Okay, so let me just share my screen. All right, I hope you can see the screen that I'm sharing. Okay, so basically, every time you see these type of questions, you must first have an so-called a strategy to that. And basically, there are two. The very first one is to determine the coordinates that are necessary for you to find the area. So even if some questions they don't ask you to find the coordinates, you will have to do that yourself. So especially for those intersection points, you might need to do that first, right? So that's the first part. And of course, the second part will be to break the area up sometimes, right? So if let's say, for instance, in our case here, if you're not able to see that you are able to find the area straight away, you might want to, break it up into a few segments, recognizing that whatever you are seeing right now could be a composite figures, right? So this is our strategy to do this type of questions, yeah? So let me just explain what we can do first for this coordinates part. So if you notice, right, I have already written the so-called the x coordinates, that is the curve intersections, the x-intersect 3 and 9. I'm taking directly from this curve, if you've noticed. Now, how do I actually, solve this, right? The very first thing is when somebody is equals to 0. So to find 3 and 9 is when y is equals to 0. Okay, that's the very first thing you must recognize. So for every intersect, be it x or y, somebody should be 0, right? So basically, when y is equals to 0, you will have to solve this. And you will notice as x is actually equals to 9, and we have got x is equals to 3. So that's why I have got these two values. Now, the meter is just the midpoint, I call them. It's like 3 plus 9 divided by 2. Or this is what we call the line of symmetry as well. So you can actually find that, okay, which is just 3 plus 9 over 2. And I'm getting a 6 over here. So that's what I'm getting, and that's fine with me. Right. So the very next thing is, of course, we also need to know what is this point, the value of that. So, and that means knowing the value of k, right? So, but the question is, how can we actually solve this? So if you notice, right, I've already written over here their relationship. So you need to observe this by looking at their relationship. That means when x is equals to k, y is equals to k minus 3. So looking at this curve, let's just rewrite them as such. Okay, so instead of writing it as a y, we know that it is actually k minus 3 in this situation. Right, and of course, the so-called the factors that we are looking at, instead of being a 9 minus x, we will rewrite that as a 9 minus k. And then this is a k minus 3. And then we will just need to break this, just expand that and then solve as a quadratic, equations. But of course, even if I'm just looking very hard at it, I know it's between 6 and 9. So I can just, for this learning purpose, I'll just let you know that our k in this case is just simply an 8. Okay. So because 8 minus, I'm sorry, yeah, so basically 8 minus 3 is equals to 5, right? So, and then this is 9 minus 8, which is 1 times 5, notice. So basically, we will recognize our k as a 8, okay? So that means this is actually 8, okay? And of course, this will be 5. So that means this line can be recognized as a y is equals to 5. Okay, so I have in fact almost found the coordinates that I really want to really manipulate later, so to speak. The next thing is, of course, to break it up now. So if you cannot see that, you must recognize that we would want to break things up. And I would like to expand this for a while so that I can actually do some, so-called break it up for you to see. Now have a look at it with me. So what you can do, sorry about that, huh? What you can do over here, just focus with me on this diagram, huh? Okay, is to break things up. So how do you break things up is like that. Okay, my bad. Okay, so let me just try to remove some of this pictures, huh? I guess it's making things a little bit difficult for me. So I'll just take them away first, I guess. Okay, just give me a minute. Okay, so and remember what I'm saying over here. You need to break it up. And how can you do that? So to break it up, okay, to break it up, you have to actually see the various parts over here. So let me just write it down. I mean, using black ink over here. And I'm going to do it like this. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. Okay, you will recognize that this is a rectangle. Okay, and already told you that this is y is equals to 5, and you can tell straight away that this is going to be 5, right? So, and that will be your length or breadth, whatever call that. And of course, this is being an 8. This being a 6, of course, you know this is actually just 2 units. So no problem with this. You are able to find the area over here, which is actually 5 times 2, which is equals to 10. Your task right now is to find area under the curve for this one. Okay. Now, so definitely this being a definite integral, right? So you need to know what are the two so-called range. So of course you can call this up straight away. Okay. You need to, of course, integrate this, and the two values that you can write will be, of course, from just 8 to 9. You know, it's look at it this way, lah. And what will be your functions? Of course, will be 9 minus x as well as x minus 3. Right. So you are supposed to integrate this. Right. I'm sure you should be able to know what to do for that. Right. Just break open, you know, and then integrate and then put in the value. You should be good at it already. So I'm not going to do that. I'm too lazy for that right now. So you just break this up and then integrate normally one by one. Okay. And it's from 8 to 9. So whatever you're getting, please add to 10. Okay. Which is 10 units square. And we are done. All right, so that's all. I'll have a good time. I hope to see you guys soon. Right, and this is what I'm sharing. So the two things to summarize is, first, find the necessary coordinate. Second, break it up if you could. Okay. All right. So that's all from me, Mr. J, for today. Right. I'll see you guys soon. Take care, and bye bye for now.